Hello, everybody. I am Michael Phillips. I'm the Secretary Treasurer of USW 1944, and I'm running for president of the local. I wanted to make this video for you, especially for the craft members of the local, to specifically talk about what you guys have to gain from supporting MembersUnite candidates. So first of all, 5 out of 10 of the candidates on the team are craft members. So you've got Ross Brown, who is a network tech out of New Westminster. You have Neil Marshall, who is a service tech out of Abbotsford. Richard Blay, who is a service tech out of Hinton, Alberta. You've also got Trevor Harsma out of Ontario, who is an NMC surveillance tech. And you've got Corey Mandrick, who is an installer at Rogers in the Vancouver area. So yeah, all 5 of those folks will be at the table on the executive board making decisions on your behalf. In particular, it's very important to have diversity among the table officers, and these are the 3 folks, president, vice president, and secretary treasurer, who are the full-time salaried officers of the local, and they're just in the office every day making decisions to benefit you. And we haven't had a craft member as a table officer in the last 6 years, and Ross Brown is going to change that. He's running on our team for secretary treasurer, and as I said, he's a craft member. So it's one thing to have, and over the last few years, you've had clerical table officers that have been caring deeply about your issues and learning about your issues and wanting to represent your issues. But it's a bit different having a craft person actually at the top of the house that is knowledgeable from a first-person perspective on your issues. There's this expression in kind of progressive movements about nothing about us without us, which means it's good. It's nice to have other folks trying to do things on your behalf, but if folks are really trying to move your agenda forward, you should be at the table. And so it'll be great to have Ross as a table officer, and it'd be great to have half of our executive board members be craft members, which hasn't happened in a while. Usually you've got a majority of clerical members because there's a majority of clerical members in the local still, but craft would actually be a little overrepresented with a MembersUnite ticket. I also think that craft members would benefit a lot through supporting Jennifer Turner for vice president. She is our VP candidate and is a longstanding unit chair in Calgary for Calgary Clerical, that's Unit 203. She's also a longstanding trustee on the executive board, and she's done great in both of those roles. 203 is very healthy, has a lot of stewards, great mentorship network, and she's done awesome work with her trustee audits. But most importantly for craft folks, she is the local's most experienced and talented organizer. And that means organizing new workplaces into the union. And that's relevant for you guys because we need to organize these contractors that TELUS in particular uses to kind of leverage against us, race to the bottom. The worse that the contractors get in pay and benefits, the more they can threaten us that if we ask for more than that, they're just going to contract out more. Threatening us in bargaining, where if we threaten to withdraw our labor, they say that they're just going to have the contractors do our work for us. That is less of a ace up their sleeve if the contractors are unionized. And you actually have this situation with our Rogers members, where they've got in their collective agreement that Rogers can only use unionized contractors. And that creates a dynamic where the contractors are actually better paid and have better benefits, so there's less leverage to use against us in bargaining there. But then also there's less of a threat of having the contractors do our work if there was a labor dispute, because they've got it in their collective agreements that they're not going to cross our pickets, we're not going to cross their pickets. And so you don't have that whole dynamic of unionized folks undercutting each other. We need that bargaining power when it comes to TELUS and when it comes to craft members at TELUS. That means organizing these contractors, and it's the vice president who is traditionally in charge of organizing in our local, chair of the organizing committee, and we need to get organizing in gear. We have only organized 250 members in the last few years at ADT, and again, Jen was a big part of that. And there was even a year of no organizing committee meetings up until a couple months ago. And this is a very important aspect of our local, and it's very important for you guys in developing your bargaining power. So we need someone with the energy and tenacity. And if you know Jen, then you know she's got the energy and tenacity and organization and the kind of stick-to-itiveness, if that's a word, to really take what could be a very challenging file and a very kind of open-ended file like organizing and actually get the job done. Build the plan, build the goals, move process through to actually get these contractors and others organized with us to increase our bargaining power. So again, another reason to support Members Unite and to support Jen in particular, especially if you're in craft. So thank you. That's all. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that and hope that you support us on April 23rd. Thank you.